Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. And today we are Group 3 for our software engineering class, and I am here to tell you about our game, Encyclopedia Vita Marina, or the Encyclopedia of Marine Life. Now now what we're seeing right now is the first scene of our game, the tropical climate. And first I must explain what is happening. All of these tiles are called fish tiles. They are entities or something that the game interacts with, and they are the key. They are practically the blood cells of the game, which carry that, or at least the game relies on them for it to work, as they contain special codes. Codes that, when interacted using the E key, will actually showcase information of a certain species of fish. Now, how does that happen? Well, they have interactables here, as you can see. Hang on. As we look into this specific entity, we see that it has a ring ring around it, which allows us to interact. The same is true for the player entity, as we can see here, though it is a bit finicky. And in case you're wondering, this icon is the background music that allows the game to be played. But first, I must show you. But before I can show off playing this game, I must show you one thing, and that's not me opening this up, but becomes relevant later. This becomes important soon enough. Here is the game logic. If the entities over here are the blood cells, then this is the beating heart itself. As we see here, logic script is where the magic happens in the background. As all of these logic scripts that we see here, goes from adding the score to asking if the round is finished, displaying canvases, the border wall, and several others mundane utilities. It is practically, but that is, mayhaps it's better to call it the brain. But without the script, there is nothing going on. There will be nothing that goes happening in our game. Now, what is the objective of this game? First, we must collect all 10 of the 10 fishes here, and then we will switch to the other scenes. For that, I will make a fast forward after launching the game. Do not mind it being called prototype movement. It is the first work in progress group. Now let's go to the other map. Which, welcome to the level that I like to call the Mississippi, as it contains fishes from the American South. I'll fast forward again and simply show off what the game is capable of. One thing I have forgotten to say that the whole point of the game is a sort of hide and seek game, which in the main objective is to simply find all the fishes. Now let us continue. Now at the end of our portion, sadly this button actually just goes to the first scene, or in the tropics, as we have not completed our main memory yet, sadly, as you can see. But that means we can quit now. Arguably, one could say that's why that we could probably have made a quit button, as recommendations say. Though the problem with that is that we just simply had no time due to technical difficulties. Though it was planned, however, that there were several things, such as an encyclopedia which you can navigate through, as seen by these buttons, and the encyclopedia had a different look to it to begin with. I hope this has been somewhat informative, however. But before we go, I'd like I just like to say that it has been quite a journey going through here. And though there have been ups and downs throughout the whole thing, it has been we did come out the whole development team did come up with this a little wiser. Oh yes, before I forget as well, the reason that hitting this blue part here, it says that I'm going in deeper waters, is simply from border bounds, the border bounds script, as seen here. If ever the player was to hit it, it would call upon the logic script border wall. This basically sends a countdown and activates the script last second longer, which opens up this and then closes itself again on its own. What else? Oh, and these entities here are called tile sets that we made, as we can see here. Pay attention to that. And as you can see, this is the tropics, and this is the Mississippi, or at least called the Mississippi. And the final one is the Arctic, which interestingly enough contains two countries, the fishes of two countries, both Canada and Greenland. Ah yes, and the Mississippi is maze-like, even though the Mississippi River is supposed to be wide. We figured that a simple challenge might be much more interesting to the player. Challenge of navigating through a maze. And for the Arctic, however, we the developers simply thought that it costed too much space to make this ice, so after a while we simply stopped. Thank you, and I do wish you a good day.